The great part of this project was that we weren't designing for a traditional family. As wonderful as that is, we had a couple with no intention of having children, and there was this kind of license to really explore what is a home, what could this home be, how it doesn't have to kind of meet those traditional things that people sometimes are looking for. And we could really pare back the ideas in the home to be really strong, to kind of challenge norms around, do we need a traditional front door? Do we need a foyer? Do we need a scullery? I'm Rebecca Caldwell. I'm one of the directors of Maytree Studios and was the lead architect along with an amazing team on this project. We are sitting in an inner city suburb of Brisbane. It's a grungy suburb with a mix of beautiful old Queenslanders, mid-century additions and 70s and 80s apartments. It's quickly gentrifying, but it's got some lovely grunge to it as well. When Phil and Brady came to us, they had a really specific budget in mind that they wanted to build for. But they also had these beautiful ideas around design and the kind of luxurious home that they wanted to live in. This was a forever home. They didn't want to cut any corners. The way we achieved that was by saying to them there were three major things that they needed to do. They needed to reduce the earthworks on the site. They needed to have an incredibly simple form, essentially two modest-sized rectangles stacked one on top of the other. And they needed to be really smart about how they finished off the house. Coming in from the street, you walk down about 5 or 6 steps into the living level of the home. You come through some corner sliding glass doors, so there's no traditional kind of formal entry. You enter straight into the kitchen. The decision to do that was really around reducing floor area for the home. There's a large working wall from the kitchen to the living area, and that's in the beautiful Kalamata colour. And when you open the bar, you get a flash of the burnt ochre colour contrasting to the outside. We've used Laminex because it's a beautiful hard-wearing product that we could use cost effectively. The ability to use it across the bench top, the horizontal and the vertical surfaces means that we can get a really strong and dramatic impact with colour. That then flows into the dining room, which sits within a beautiful 2-storey void in the home. And the point of that void is to bring northern light into the home so that we've got natural daylight. A spiral stair sits behind that, and it's a beautiful sculptural element that was always really important in our client's brief. And then nestled behind that is a lovely, warm, cosy lounge room that looks through a low window into garden. And the lower level bathroom is rich and dark and moody, all in this lovely Laminex winter sky. Another thing I really love about Laminex is that it's Australian made. They have a really beautiful range of colours that responds to our Australian environment. Continuing on up the spiral stair, you enter a beautiful master bedroom suite. We went with the green slate to complement a Art Domus tile, and it really introduces quite a different personality. There's also a different feeling in that upper level with a loftier, beautiful sense of light and a very luxurious space with that open bath. I think the collaboration between Phil and Brady and our team just meant that the choices got funner and funner as we went through. There was this constant dynamic of Brady saying, I'm going to have this expensive, beautiful sky blue carpet upstairs, and me saying, no, you're not, because you can't afford it, and him doing it anyway.
Yeah, I was never going to negotiate on that carpet. My name is Brady Showell, and I'm the owner of Same But Different House. The original vision of the home was based on Phil and my own love of different styles between Spanish Mission and mid-century architecture. But also, it was important for us that this house felt like it had been here for a very long period of time. I like honesty when it comes to architecture, and I was quite worried that blending these styles, that it would be a pastiche of different ideas. And what's happened is that it's come together and it actually looks like it's been here for a long time.
There was always a decision immediately in this project to prioritise giving back garden to this home. The boys wanted a house that sat in the garden, and those courtyard spaces are really beautiful, lovely, essentially like a room sitting in their garden. The design was done by airy, and big mention to them for the execution of this beautiful project that kind of combines Australian natives with the boys' love of that bit of Mediterranean. There's no real hard surfaces, it's a mix of gravel. It's not a traditional backyard with a lawn. It really is a garden rather than a backyard. One of the things we love to say at Maytree is that the last filter we put all of our projects through is the personality of our clients. And Phil and Brady were very easy to design for in that sense. They brought a whole lot of themselves to the table in the design process. I'm really proud of seeing Phil and Brady in this home. They'd had a number of disappointing attempts to build this project, and that it was delivered successfully and on time and on budget during a pandemic. An amazing building team that walked away happy, and the guys themselves just really happily living in this home. I think that's just an amazing outcome.